Good afternoon, everyone. Jonathan Davis here with Davis AutoSports, and we are very excited to finally get this progress video for you guys. I know a lot of you guys have been tracking this Suburban on our website and online and have constantly, and rightfully so, been asking for updated pictures and video. But this thing has been in our body shop for a long time. When you're dealing with this much metal, this much real estate, if you will, it just takes a lot of time, especially being black. You got to do it right. Tons of prep work and everything that goes into it. So if this is your first time viewing this, please keep in mind this is not a for sale advertisement, so to say, even though the Suburban is officially up for sale right now. We have done a ton of work over this Suburban over the last about 6 months. Everything on the exterior is all new. We gutted the interior, dyno mat, new carpet, custom leather seats. We redid the door panels. Most importantly, this is a diesel 4-wheel drive. The motor's been redone, transmission's been redone. A lot of accessories are still to go on it. We're nowhere near done on the exterior, guys. Bottom bumper has a valance, a brand new one going on it. Obviously, is getting a new bow tie. We have running boards that are getting installed as well. We have brand new tow mirrors on. But take a note of this beautiful paint as we walk around. We also have a brand new exhaust tip that is en route. Brand new rear bumper, brand new LED upgraded taillights. When this thing was painted, guys, we have a ton of pictures of it as well. Every single component was taken off of this Suburban. The bumpers, the door handles, the lights, the flares, the mirrors, the top roof rack was painted. The whole entire roof was done. Every square inch of this body was sanded down, redone top to bottom. Door handles removed, door handles painted. Now, what we are planning to do, it's not something that we absolutely need to do. For someone that wants to buy it in this sort of setup, we'll be more than happy to do so. We redid a 2500 Suburban. I'll flash a couple pictures up on video. There'll be some pictures on the listing. Finished green with the two-tone tan, gold. Stance-wise, our plan was to have this Suburban with that same stance, about a 2.5-inch lift, 33-inch tires. But for someone that's not necessarily looking for that stance, we will sell it in this format, or this way, if you will. We were going to add some airbags for some rear towing and all that good stuff. Front end looks a little bit funky without the valance that comes down about 4 inches, so service wise on this truck, like I mentioned, the motor's been done, the transmission's been done previously and recently, very recently in fact. We have all the records, all the invoices, all that, but we are still going to go through this entire truck and service the brake system. Everything's going to be serviced as normal here at DAS. But just look at that paint. Beautiful, beautiful paint. The tow mirrors really give it a nice look as well. Those are fully functional power mirrors. So the running boards that we have coming are going to go the whole length, and they're not your aftermarket looking running boards. They sort of look a lot like a factory running board on a new Tahoe. They go all the way up to the rocker. They're going to be black, and they're just going to run parallel to the, they're not going to drop down. Just a real clean running board. Same ones that we put on the green and gold one. Like I mentioned earlier, new front and rear bumper. And there's a lot of things, guys, on here that were just literally just sort of got done today on a very short notice, just to kind of get this thing out here. So all final assembly with body panels and lights and all that sort of stuff is obviously going to get done. I'm sort of on reserve on showing you guys the interior, because once again, we're nowhere near done with it. There's a ton of time that still needs to go into the interior, but as you see, we did the two-tone on the leather to match the leather seats. Excuse me, give me 1 second here. All new carpet. We have Dynomat throughout. These are two-tone seats, as you see. The two-tone goes all around all the door panels throughout. Have a brand new headliner. These are heated seats, and I'll tell you a couple little things that we did once we get to the front passenger side. Made sure to put pockets back here as well. These seats took a very, very long time. They came out great. So on these bolsters right here, they have been completely reformed and built. So typically on these seats, especially year and year after sliding in and out, these bolsters become flat. And what we do before we completely redo the seats in leather, we rebuild all the bolsters. So when you actually get in this seat, it's very nice and plush. We even redo the foam in the center part. So the seats are pretty much completely restructured. A ton of time has gone into these seats. Obviously 3 rows, you got headrest, all sorts of stitching, and very, very time consuming. And if you guys are seeing little things like on these door panels we just wrapped up, they still have to be steamed to get flattened out and everything. So they're still, like I said, guys, this is a progress video. If you see anything that's uncompleted or an unfinished look, trust me, I know. Another thing that we did, very, very time consuming, when we repainted this, check out the door jambs. All the door jambs are done too. So no tape lines, no bullcrap paint work. The doors were completely removed off of the truck, done right. That's a very, like I said, the body work on this truck just took such a long time, but the end result speaks for itself. Anything you see on there, that's just dirt and debris. So guys, like I said, quick progress video. Once we get more done, we're going to do another progress video. It's going to be a lot more detail oriented. I just wanted to get this done rather quickly, just to show you guys sort of where we are with it. I am very, very happy the way this paint came out. So I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to let you guys know we are going to, as of today, the 21st, we're going to put this truck up for sale the way it is stance wise. Okay, so you were bidding and buying this truck the way it is now, but with a new bow tie, the bottom valance, running boards, and a brand new exhaust tip, plus all the interior stuff completely buttoned up, and the truck service stuff ready to go. You're not going to have to buy it and put brakes on or do anything. Over the course of the next 3 weeks, if it doesn't sell, we are then going to do our modifications with the suspension, new wheels, and new tires. So that's the way we're going to play this. I would say second week of June, if it's not sold in this manner, we're going to go ahead and do the lift and everything else. So if you want to buy it before that with the lift, let us know, and we will absolutely do that. Any questions? JD at davisautosports.com. That's JD at davisautosports.com, and that's also the name of our website, davisautosports.com. Thanks for viewing, guys. Good afternoon, everyone. Jonathan Davis here with Davis Autosports for a third progress video, which is pretty complete as a final video. We may do one more depending on what we decide to do to the Suburban and or if it sells. Now, on our progress videos, we typically only go over what we've done since the previous video. However, with this Suburban, there's been so much done for someone watching it for the first time. We don't want to not inform them on everything that we've done. So this is definitely a progress video, but it's going to be sort of an up-to-date, but we're not going to be able to go through every single thing that we've done on this. Please listen closely. If you're watching this on eBay, please make sure to go to our website. It's Davis Autosports, DAVIS Autosports.com, as we have a lot more information on the Suburban on our website as opposed to eBay, because we're pretty limited to what we can put on there video-wise and content and everything else. So in a nutshell, we are looking at this is a factory diesel Suburban, factory four-wheel drive. First, we'll go over sort of the exterior, as we spent a ton of time on this. This Suburban got completely stripped down. Every square inch of paint is all brand new. 2K primer, base coat, clear coat. Every single thing was removed off of the truck when it was painted. Lights, trim, bezels, handles, flares, bumpers, mirrors, you name it, it was removed. There are a number of pictures of this in the body shop, in our body shop, as we were restoring it. In addition to the all new paint top to bottom, everything you see on the exterior is pretty much going to be new. We have new LED taillights, new bumper pad. As we'll get closer, you'll see there's a new camera, new exhaust tip, fender flares, side steps. We upgraded to the tow package mirror. Even the roof was painted, every square inch, the pillars, the door jambs. It was a complete massive undertaking on this. We do have a brand new hood. The factory hood had just too much little, dings and dents and stuff like that, and the amount of time it would take us to do the body work on it, we just put a brand new hood on it. The entire front of the truck, from the grill to all the lights to the bumper to the valance, that's all brand new as well. Down to little things, brand new windshield wiper, blades, arms, all that. The top rack was removed off the roof. That was painted as well. backup camera with LED lighting. Obviously, these wheels come off a 2500 newer generation GM truck, so those are not brand new. However, they've been fully polished and they are in great condition. For those that have seen the previous progress videos, you guys know that obviously we're going over the exterior, but one of the biggest things on this truck is the complete drive line has also been done. We have all the documentation, we have all the paperwork on everything. So on the little details on the engine and transmission, which were previously redone, very thoroughly redone, many upgrades within redoing it. Please make sure to go to our website, once again, davisautosports.com, to take a look at the build sheet on this. So as you see, exterior, pretty much top to bottom is all new. One thing that we did, obviously, this thing does not come from the factory with the painted flares, so we did the color match flares. We also did the side trim delete. If you want the trim back on there, we'll be more than happy to do so. This is not a paint pinstripe. It's silver, it's a 3M pinstripe. We can take that off. One of the things we did was we also painted the door handles. That way it has an all color chromatic look. Everything's painted. Looks very, very clean that way. We'll go ahead and now get into the interior, which was a massive undertaking within itself as well. Need to remove a couple items from the inside. Give me 1 second. Just like the exterior, the interior, we spent a ton of time on. And what I'll do real quick before we dab to the interior all the way, just want to show you the door jambs, which were also completely painted. A lot of times when shops repaint vehicles, they do just the exterior, if you will, just because it takes so much time. Obviously the doors have to come off, and it's just a lot more time, but the end result is well worth it in our opinion. So the jambs throughout were all painted as well. So interior, and I'm gonna miss a lot of stuff. This is just the gist. Like I said, guys, go to the website, get all the information as to what we did. When you build something for 6 to 8 months, it's impossible to just go through everything. And these videos are done all in my head as far as what was done. I don't have a sheet of paper or anything like that. So interior completely gutted. We started with a pristine floor pan, completely dyno matted the entire floor pan. We have brand new carpet throughout the entire truck, front to rear cargo, everything in between. One of the biggest upgrades are our in-house DAS seats. Get you a good view of these. Two-tone leather seats throughout the whole entire truck, all 3 rows. We have a light gray and a dark gray. One thing that we do on all of our custom seats here at Davis Autosports is we rebuild the foam and the bolsters. So if you look at how thick this bolster is, you know, year after year of people sliding into the vehicle, these bolsters get flat. When you get in the seat, there's no firmness. We also rebuild the center sections as well and the side bolsters. So these seats are extremely plush, very, very thick foam, and that's done on all the seats. So we probably have in these seats probably about 3 weeks, a ton of time that goes in them. And I'm apologize for the graininess of the camera, but we're shooting this obviously inside. So, but this is, like I said, just a progress video. We'll do a final video if need be on a later date. We also have a brand new headliner throughout as well. In addition to these seats, we did add heated seats for the front, so the front are heated. We continue the two-tone on the door panels, so all the door panels throughout mimic this door panel right here with the two-tone leather, so that's done throughout as well. We have a full Pioneer upgraded system that is a flip-out navigation system. As you take a look at tweeters in the pillars right there, we have speakers in the back. There's a shot of the rear door panel right there as well. We also added a complete alarm remote start system as well with a two-way communicator. So that's a nice feature to have. Part of the system as well is the backup camera. Still doing a couple odds and ends. We have a full AFE cold air intake system that we're installing on here as well. Give it a little bit more air for the turbo. So one of the things we did on the seats as well that took a ton of time is we redid the rear carpet, and that's on the second row as well. And then I'll show you the rear seats up front. We did the leather pockets and everything else. New carpet in the back, as stated earlier. The custom tan leather continues back here. Year after year, the cargo areas, they get a little scratched up, all that stuff. So we went ahead and rewrapped that in leather, and that continues throughout the cab. So the dark gray leather is what we picked as the trim. Did the rear barn doors as well, nice and clean. So give you a quick glance of the back of the seats. We have a nice pocket right there. Just also, guys, keep in mind a lot of small detailed stuff. All the hardware that we use when we put the seats back in, it's all grade 10 hardware. So once again, guys, that's just a quick sort of progress recap. For those that are seeing this video for the first time, there's a lot more work done to this thing. The engine's pretty much been redone top to bottom. Transmission's been rebuilt. There's a lot of servicing that we did. Full brakes, new AC system. So just make sure, I can't stress enough how important it is to really get an idea of this full build, to go to our website, davisautosports.com. Thank you.